Welcome back to the realistic road to glory. Thank you for your patience in waiting for the episodes to return. We have the month of October today here in the save, and there are some quite big games, actually, as it turns out. Not massively obvious as per the fixture list. MK Dons obviously came up with us from League 2. Bolton and Barnsley just toying with promotion in League 1 whenever really actually making a concerted effort to actually get promoted. Bristol Rovers, meh. And Charlton, who are another side like Bolton and Barnsley that have been in League 1 for a little while and just never really seem to put up a bit of a fight to get out the table. We, however, are putting up a fight to get out the table, and it turns out this season, so are Bristol Rovers 2nd, Barnsley 4th and Bolton 6th. So 3 giant played games today. MK Dons are level on points with us and only behind us by a single goal in 11th. And then Charlton are only 2 points back in 14th. They're a bit like normally you say, oh, you know, the league's quite tight in the early stages. There've been 9 games played, 27 points available, and still there's only 4 points between 1st and 11th. Last season we saw Huddersfield and Rotherham run away. Everybody is in with a fighting chance of this title challenge this season, which is going to make it particularly difficult to get promoted, but at the same time might be more straightforward to get promoted automatically than it was last year. So we need to turn the draws that we've been getting into victories. We've obviously seen a number of 2-2s recently, but we've only lost 1 of those 9. That's the most important thing right now. We are not losing games, and as soon as those draws turn into wins, we'll be right up the top of the table again, we hope. So thank you to Cuzzer, Flash and Steve on the board behind me for your continued support. We've taken on board some of your feedback in the comments section with regards to the squad. So yes, we have indeed swapped Flint and Fitzwater around. The left footer on the left, the right footer now on the right. And Dobra is now starting ahead of Tirrick Wright on the left-hand side of the front 3. No change in formation at this stage because I still want to give Rory McCall the opportunity to really state his claim in this starting lineup. And he's no different in terms of quality in-game than anyone else in that 11. So I don't want to get caught up on match rating with regards to him. Just with Ador and Patterson at this present moment in time, that could change between now and January if results don't improve. We are happy with the quality of squad and performance of squad at this stage. Obviously, we have a Sims game to begin with here, so we'll make a couple of changes, but I'm actually not going to look to make too many changes here because we want to make sure that we've got enough players in the starting lineup that are decent to help us with a simulator game and get a victory. So I'm actually going to leave Bobby Poynton in, and hopefully against them Colours we can get a victory. We don't. It's another draw. Dobra on the score sheet, though, warranting that start. And fingers crossed we can plough on now to get some really solid results today. That draw's actually moved us from 9th to 8th, so the league table gets even closer to one another. Roll update for one of the youngsters, that's fine. Hopefully he will continue to grow. We've got a handful of potential decent talent in the youth setup, but not seen those worldies come through yet, but that's the most realistic thing. No football club gets 7 world-class players every season in their youth intake, do they? So please do drop the video a like to ensure that the content gets pushed in the audiences. It very much helps me out as a content creator as well. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. We will have uploads over the weekend, this weekend, to make up for the days missed during the week, and the fact that this one is probably going to be a little late as well. But the best thing I can do is just go and get points on the board, isn't it? So if you don't mind and you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and do that. Bolton with a 5 back. Nathan Baxter in goal. Victor Adobiejo and Aaron Collins up front. Their midfield has got a 70 and a 71 in there. The defence has got a 70 and a 71 in there. I think their goalkeeper is Nathan Baxter's 70 or 71 as well. It's a good side. It's a side that rivals ours and in most areas probably just edges ours. They have been at the level and higher recently, Bolton, whereas we have been at the level or lower of late. Obviously, we're going to try and get higher if we can, so winning games like this is going to go a long way in helping us do that. We'll try and play some decent football. Obviously, having been in Germany for the past couple of days, I haven't played the game for a few, but this will be a wonderful start. And indeed it is, and if I can play like that for the rest of the day, we're in for a very good episode. Where has that come from? We've not scored a goal that good in forever. Maybe I should go to Germany for 36 hours more often. Up the bloody Bantams. Bobby continually working hard for the team, even if we're not necessarily happy with his overall contribution efforts so far this season. Now could be an opportunity to try and fix that. But Baxter makes a very good save. Always going to favour trying to get it onto the left foot of Bobby, just as we do with Samson Tavide. It didn't work on this occasion, but Tavide has decided to put his passing boots on today. Could have had 2 assists in the opening 15 minutes. Williams, good footwork from him. Bolton looking to find themselves back into the game here. Adebayejo, Dempsey, comfortable enough for Walker. Matteson and Dempsey down the line. It's Collins now. Oof. That's a ball and a half that Williams is able to get under control and fire towards goal. Didn't expect that. Walker was ready for it, thankfully. Feet set, positionally okay. Dempsey's delivery's up, Halliday away, and Fitzwater completes the clearance. But Bolton have been, and understandably, you imagine will continue to be, very dangerous in this game. They get really lucky with a rebound, and Collins slams it home. They will have their equaliser. Halliday, Poynton, nice turn, really good at dribbling, Bobby Poynton. Might not have his finishing boots on most of the time, but getting the ball where it needs to be with some good footwork is excellent. And this time it's Tavide that shows the strength to outmuscle the defender, not the other way around. Samson bags, and we lead once more. Lee, try and not get him sent off between now and when the substitution happens. Doyle Hayes down the line to Early and into Dobra. Little dink. Get there first. Okay. Win that header out wide. Bobby's there. No, you don't. Well turned away from Williams. And Tommy Lee's in the middle. Bobby Poynton in a great position. Oh, and he finds Tommy Lee. How's the defender not gotten to that then? Tommy is now coming off the pitch whilst he's on a hat-trick. Sorry, mate, but you're more likely to get the red than you are the third goal. But how's... I don't know what their captain, Andre Santos, is doing there. I think maybe he's had a shout from behind, or he's just concerned about scoring an own goal and deflecting it into his own net. Turns out, doesn't matter whether he does or doesn't put it in his own net. We're going to score anyway. Tommy Lee with a brace, and now off for Odor, and that hopefully is the points in the bag. Oh, great run. Brilliant. Odor's in the middle. Odor for 4. Poynton! Oh, brilliant save by Baxter. Bobby does occasionally score a banger. We're trying to train his finishing, but because he's peaked continually, despite him being arguably the best player at the club outside of the goal-scoring striker in either season that we've had so far, Bobby Poynton has only, in-game dynamic potential-wise, been allowed to grow by a maximum of 2 per season, which is a real shame, because I know some others of you have been able to get him much higher rated in a similar time frame, if not less so. I don't know why the dynamic potential for Bobby Poynton isn't where it arguably should be in this save, but hopefully if he continues to perform, eventually it will catch up for him. Good toe in. Doyle Hayes, 1 minute added on. So let's just take the dub, shall we? Thank you. Bolton 1, Bradford 3. It's a great start to the day today. Exactly what we needed from this first played game against the first of the playoff or automatic promotion rivals. Another 5-back, Barnsley strong as well. Humphreys and Max Waters up top for them in the 5. It's not too dissimilar aside from Bolton's. This a Yorkshire derby. After the Yorkshire-Lancashire derby of the last one, let's keep the run going for the away side, shall we? Nice tackle, well in, Josh. Odua gets to start ahead of Doyle Hayes on this occasion. We'll try and add a little bit more rotation in if I can to get a better understanding of which players can and can't play at the level. Tavide can play at the level above, which is why we're trying to get him there, because I have a funny feeling if he keeps scoring like this again for a second season in a row, if we don't lose him in January, we definitely will lose him in the summer. We could go up and still lose him in the summer. That's the fear. But if he helps us get there in the first place, then fair enough. Tavide again. 1-0 Bantams. Dobra, shake the man off. Use the support. Oh my god. Bye. Toodaloo. There's no way he survives this. Mr. O'Keefe. Get walking. See you, pal. Bye-bye. Red shirt, red card. 13 minutes only. Corey gone. And we'll lay this free kick short. There's no point going for goal from there. It's Fitzwater. Okay, there's no point going for goal with him either. Someone else just got wiped out. I wasn't even paying attention. That was off the ball. Referee. Wow. I feel like that's harsh. I think he was just trying to get to the ball and McCall ran across him as he flew in the challenge. Barnsley have had 2 men sent off in 2 minutes. And Bobby Point... if he gets the right side of the man, Bobby Poynton could be in here. But we'll try it with Tommy Lee. Don't think I've quite put enough on that. Oh, I might have done! Oh! Great save by the keeper. But after... I mean, the referee's on one here. After 15 minutes, we now have a 1-goal lead and a 2-man advantage. Right. We need to win this now by a sizable margin, correct? If we don't, we'll be very disappointed. They might get a third. His last match, he's gone! Oh my Christ! 3 red cards in 5 minutes. Just let him go. Why are you chopping him there? Just let him go. This is outrageous. I've never experienced 3 red cards in the same game. This is unreal. What's happening? Tommy Lee. To make it 2, maybe. No, the keeper gets there again. What is this? Unbelievable. Holy moly. Talk about red mist. Never in my life. We are more likely at this rate to be getting a 3-0 win for them not having enough players on the pitch than we are anything else. Go on, take me out. Get another card. All right, I'll have the goal. We're going to win this by 10, surely. Come on, Bobby. There we go. Oh, no, Tommy! I was trying to be cheeky with it. It's Russell. Barnsley looking for one back. And they might get it, you know. Sam Cosgrove. Good save by Walker. Fair play. If they can get the ball forward and still maybe have it to... Oh, I mean, where there literally is no defence. If Davide could have gotten that under control, he could have just turned around and run off. Fair play to Barnsley. They are still going for it here. The 8 players that remain are still going for it, but... it's not going to be enough. Samson Davide could win the Golden Boot in just this one game. 3-0, hat-trick. I'm going to make 5 changes at half-time, I think. And in Tommy. To be fair to them, they actually do have still a lot of defensive players on the pitch. But because they've got no midfield or attack, it's literally my 10 outfield players against their defence. Which is never going to go well at all. 4 and counting. McCall. And Moylan, who's off the bench. Odor. And Moylan. And 5. This is what we needed in that last game of last season against Wycombe, wasn't it? If this had happened then, we'd have been a championship side this season. You guys would absolutely have accused me of cheating in that instance. I'm not cheating. I don't cheat. This is genuinely what the game is throwing at us. 5-0. I mean, this is good football from Barnsley. Dallas. Needed saving. Even with 8 men, they're still having the occasional opportunity. That's on target as well, to be fair. Oh. I just saw the mini-map. They left nobody back. If the ball from the keeper had been better, Dobra would have had a very simple task. Pretty simple anyway. 6! They literally left... They threw every outfield player into the box. And Dobra was on his own in the centre circle. Moylan, Odor, space. Gabe Wadsworth. Gabe Wadsworth! Gabe Wadsworth's in on the action. It's 7th heaven. We've now scored as many goals as they've got outfield players. He's offside. He's onside. Cosgrove. Way. I mean, how's he not even getting that on target? You're shit. Through the gap then. Gabe Wadsworth. Oh! 3 red cards or none. That's a finish. Top bins. 8. We'll bring that down even. Well done, Patterson. That's unbelievable. And then it should be a formality from here. Moylan. 9 for the number 9. In the 88th minute, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would have been perfect. 9. Dallas. Come on, give me it back. I want 10. We want 10. We want 10. We want 10. Patterson. Wadsworth. What are you doing? What is he doing? Oh my god. No, I'm not going to get 10. Full disclosure, YouTube, I haven't been paying full attention whilst playing the remainder of this game. We've effectively just been having a chat with everybody live on stream and then occasionally scoring a goal. We could get 10. Moylan needs runners. Here he goes. Patterson! No! It is to be only 9. No double digits. Oh well. That's the most ridiculous game we've played all save. Barnsley, 0. Bradford, 9. 4-2-3-1 for Bristol Rovers. They have the weaker of the sides we've played so far today, but they are the highest placed of the sides that we've played today. They're in 3rd, having dropped from 2nd at the beginning of the episode. We're in 4th, having risen from 9th at the beginning of the episode. 9 seemingly being the number of the day. Well, if we win this, it will be 9 points in the 3 played games. So let's go and do that, shall we? Run for me, Bobby. Too little, too late, mate. Doyle Hayes out to early. And Dobra. Oh no, it's Tyrrick Wright that's getting the start this time ahead of a tired Dobra. Here's Doyle Hayes. Oh, I genuinely thought I'd press past then to get that into Tavide. I have this time. First time effort, wide of the target. Let's get away. Lovely. Really well worked. Excellent ball. Tavide has support arriving. Tommy Lee. Good save by Becker. Nice tackle in there, though. They don't. See ya. Tommy Lee does really well. Looking for Tavide. Tavide looking for Boynton. First time. Bobby! Wide. Tavide to Tommy. And Tommy out wide to Bobby Boynton. Well, there's still room to get into, so you might as well utilise it. Bobby Boynton. Oh, that's more like it, Bobby! Goal of the season contender from Mr. Boynton. He doesn't score many, but when he does, they are worth waiting for. 1-0 Bantams, and that is worth a replay, thank you. His last goal of note was the first time whipper from the edge of the box on the half volley. This time they backed off, and from distance, the banana looping shot from 25 plus yards. Bobby Boynton, that is world class, lad. Patterson, the fall to Tommy Lee, who's going to find Bobby Boynton, who, as ever, is going to look for Samson Tavide, who will seal the deal 4.5 minutes into the second half. Samson Tavide is League One Lewandowski. It's been decided by chat. That's what we're going to dub him. He is the League One Lewandowski. And quite frankly, I can't disagree. Patterson. Saxon early. Right, Tavide's made a run. Stepped in there. Didn't get it. Nice. This is excellent football. Tidy. 3-0. Samson Tavide will continue to be the league's top goal scorer, and we will continue to march towards the top of that league as well. It's a good goal, that. Boynton. Again, the runner. Tavide's drawn players away. Well, it was 3 red cards. The potential title for the episode. And somehow it still is. How have you gotten away with that, Jamie Lindsay? That's just awful. I genuinely don't know how he's done that. Tavide, bit of space, wind up, power shot, bang! Oh, you son of a bitch. I've been equally as good as Bobby Poynton's. Can't get to it. Well, we do still have a simulated game at the end of the episode, so it's not all done for today so far. It's Charlton to come, but we could not really have been much better in the 3 play games. It's the perfect response to a couple of months of inconsistent form where draws were the norm, and let's be honest, on a couple of occasions we deserved defeat, especially that Reading one. Lovely ball in. Offside Conte, though, unfortunately for Bristol Rovers. We should then go above them in the league, I think, with this. I don't think we were that far behind them to begin the episode. It might have been 4 points, actually. But we're going to be right behind them if we're not actually in front of them after the end of this game. Patterson now looking for his own worldie, but it's not going to happen. And if we can beat Charlton, then we might be into the automatic top 2. The playoffs is the minimum this year. But obviously, we feel like we can challenge for automatic promotion. We feel like we can challenge for the title. You know there are some better squads in this division. Even in this episode, we've seen a couple of first-team 11s that are better than ours. Barnsley and Bolton's. But the cohesion in this team takes it an extra level or 2 above. Defeat for Pompey, defeat for Charlton, who we face next and are now down in 14th. And we are indeed up into the top 2. Cardiff are 3 points clear with a game in hand. They are starting to show that they are the side that certainly the ones to beat for the title. But our goal difference looks great now. At the beginning of this episode, I think our goal difference was +1. Now it's +15. Holy moly. We're still only 4 points inside the playoffs and 1 point inside the top 2. So it can all come tumbling down sooner rather than later. Lots of people want to talk to me about the amount of football they are or aren't getting. And hopefully we'll be able to get victory against Charlton and at least consolidate in the top 2. We can't go top, but we could at least stay second. Let's try and get ourselves victory at the Valley. The Battle of the Valleys. It's Valley Parade that comes out on top. Thank you. Doyle Hayes with a goal. Dobra with a goal. Novak pulls one back a minute later. Cardiff. 1-2-1 at home against Gillingham. We will stay second, but second is good enough for us come 46 games played. So after just 14, we'll be pleased enough with it. Only the 1 game lost so far this season alongside Cardiff. They're just winning more regularly than us. But we are now winning more regularly than we were. So we're very much in the hunt. It's 5th placed Peterborough next. That will be at the beginning of the next episode. There might be an FA Cup game in there. Oh, it's the BSM Trophy. There should be an FA Cup game soon, although I think actually we'll go straight in at the second round just because of the nature of not having any non-league teams in the game. So November's month is pretty straightforward. Borough, County, Brewers. And then the simmer against Cheltenham in between. Well, we couldn't have done any better today, could we, really? Thank you very much for watching. I think the video deserves that. Bobby Poynton goal deserves a like, let alone the bloody 9-0. I'll see you tomorrow for more.